Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is going up on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. Whether you're single or with somebody or in a sort of situation, I hope you have a really good Valentine's Day. Today's pick a card reading is going to be on what does your person or whoever you're thinking about find, like what turns them on the most about you. So we're just going to get started with the 4 piles that I have here. Agate heart, rose quartz, labradorite, and aventurine, green aventurine. Go ahead and pick your pile now. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining me today on your tarot reading. So, to start off, your person thinks very highly of you. They find you pretty attractive. One of the main things that really turns them on about you is simply your personality. And what's so interesting about this this spread for you is that you have the sun at the beginning, and then you have the moon, and then you have death right in the middle. It's just very interesting. So they really like your personality. I think that you are a person who can seem not very shy, who seems kind of like the life of the party, who's very positive, who's, you know, in some cases bubbly, in some cases outgoing. Your personality is just very warm, and it really turns your person on, that like maybe they're a little shy and you kind of bring them out of their shell. They also find you very nurturing, and for some weird reason I'm getting that they're really into your nose, which is so funny. But I think that you have, and maybe your profile, like the side of your profile is really attractive to them as well. Some people just have really nice profiles, and that's like when your face is turned. So all these people are kind of showing their profile, that's like the front, profile, and just like a lot of noses. So I think that your person really likes your face, really likes your facial structure and your facial features. They like the fact that you're kind of like, for some of you guys are kind of on top of your financial game, or simply you guys work hard and strive for that. They also really like the fact that you're not afraid of like maybe darker subjects, or, you know, weirder subjects or interests. They find that really attractive. They also feel like you're a go-getter. I do feel like, to add on to your personality being like out there, you're also out there in a good way. Like, you know, maybe you're the first one to start conversation. Maybe you always have something to say. You could be a Gemini just because of the fact that it's like the sun and the moon, which are like two completely, you know, it's opposites. And then we have the Chariot there too, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I think there's something about you that kind of has like a little duality that they really enjoy. You could be feisty, and that turns them on as a lot as well. And then with the moon, they feel like you're very emotional and intuitive. And not emotional necessarily as like you're crying every day, but you do have, there is a level of maybe emotional maturity to you that they really like. They do sometimes feel a lot of love for you, like I said, like that you're nurturing, and that really turns them on. I feel like if you guys are in a relationship, whether you are or you're not, they feel like this like energy that some of you guys may like to cater to your person. You may like be like, put your feet up, like I got dinner, I'll serve you. And this could be male or female, doesn't matter. You simply like to make your person feel appreciated, and that really turns them on. And they do see like a lot of potential in your connection, depending on where you are. Like they do see you guys getting official or serious, or, you know, going the distance, quite literally. Pile number 1, that's all I really have for you, but I hope this resonated with you. Subscribe if it did, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys. Hi, pile number 2. If you picked the rose quartz heart, this reading is for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. So what really turns your person on about you, or what turns them on the most? There's a lot for you. They really like again, your personality. And I say again because pile number 1 got this too. They're really about their personality. And for you as well, they really like your personality. They like how you're optimistic and you see the bright side of things, and you're free-spirited, and sometimes you jump before you think, but they find that really, really attractive. I feel like you could have like a really, really great laugh, and they just love to hear you laugh. They also like that you're like a powerful being. Like, you're not afraid to be who you are. Like, you just are who you are, and you don't really think twice. At least that's how they perceive you. They also see you as like liking change a lot, so you're not afraid of change, whether it's like reinventing yourself, maybe changing your hair, maybe changing your style. There's something about you that you kind of change up that they really, really, really turns them on. Like, you know, they might see you the day before looking, maybe you liked to dress, you know, a certain way one day, and then the next you're dressing a different style, and they really like that. They also sense like this authority to you. Even though you're like easygoing and fun loving, you do still like have this power, and you stand your ground. They find you that your arms, or your for a lot of you guys, your arms, they're really attracted to your arms. So if you're a male and you have like really nice strong arms, like they just love your arms. They just want to sit there and like caress your arms and feel the hardness of your muscles, and the softness of your skin, or maybe your skin's rough. And then if you're female, even if your arms are big or small or whatever, they still really like them, and they just like looking at them, and like I said, touching them, and they just want to give your arms massages and like rub you up and down. They're really about your arms. And then as well as hair, they really like your hair, and that like they like when your hair is down. I think you're also very giving, and things flow very well. Like, you're very harmonious, and you're generous, and that turns them on when you like, you know, you don't even think twice. I think a lot of your personality, and a lot of what really turns this person on about you, is how you don't even realize like how you are and what you do. Like, it just comes naturally to you. You're not like tit for tat. So you're not like, oh well, you didn't do this for me, so I'm not doing this for you. You just do it because you want to. You do it without a second thought, and that really, really turns them on. Also, to add on to your personality, you are very charming to them. You certainly have charmed their pants off. They really like being in your presence because you make them feel good. Like, you're probably really flirty, and they really enjoy flirting with you. And they just like the fact that I think you kind of bring out something good in them. Like I said, like the fact that you're like generous, or you're giving without even thinking about it. It really shows them like, hey, like it's not all about like what people do for me, or you know, they don't need to give in order to receive. It's just about giving, and then that just brings, when you do that, it just brings you stuff. Like, when you give, you receive, and that's without like expecting to receive something back. They feel very blessed that they've met you. Very happy that you've, you know, entered their life, whether or not they let you know. But they really find you just overall very attractive. They love your personality. Like, they just want to be around you and just talk and flirt and like do nothing but do everything. Pile number 2, that's all I really have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, feel free to let me know in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. But I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number 3. If you picked a Labradorite art, this reading is for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, what about you turns your person on the most? Well, first of all, they love your smile. They think they really like your face. I do get the sense that they kind of like it when you kind of pretend you're mad at them. Like, when they kind of have to chase you, when you kind of have the power. Like, it really turns them on. It makes them feel things in their pants. They also like doing fun things with you, and if you guys aren't there yet, they find it really attractive that they see you like having fun with others. They see you like celebrating and going out, or maybe simply just having fun conversations with other people. So for some of you guys, I feel like this person kind of watches you from afar and you guys are kind of interested in each other, and you might not be all the way there yet. For some of you, that will resonate. And this person does watch you and likes what they see. In other cases, if you're close, they really like hanging out with you. They think you guys have so much fun together. You guys might go out drinking. You guys might go out to concerts. Whatever you guys do, they love doing that with you. And every time you guys do that, they kind of get a rush. There's also something about you that's kind of slow moving. So I feel like you don't always make the first move. You don't always reach out first. They kind of have to chase you a little bit, and they really like that, the fact that you're kind of like playing a little bit hard to get in some cases. And even if you guys are together, I think that you still kind of make them work for it, and that like gets them really hot and bothered. But you make them feel secure. I think that your heart is very open to them, and they realize that, and they receive that, and it makes them feel really good to know that, like, as far as like your emotional state, you have them covered. Like, you are there for them. They also kind of feel like you're their karma, whether good or bad. They just really like you, and if they don't have you yet, they kind of like that they're not there yet with you, and that they have to chase and fight and maybe convince you that that you should be with them, or you should give them a chance. Or maybe it's when you guys are getting ready to have fun or whatever, you kind of make them wait for it, kind of tease them a bit. That turns them on a lot. They like it when they feel like you have like, and this is playful. For some of you guys, it could be a serious kink, but for a lot of you guys, they like this playful, like, authority that you seem to have above them. Like, your personality is very strong, and they really, really like that you sometimes can have like control over them, make them feel like you're better than them in a way. But it's not a serious, like, they like to feel like they're less than, but it's like a little bit of like play. That's how they like to like play. And some of you guys might not do this on purpose. But as far as face, like, looks wise, I think they like what your body looks like. It doesn't matter if you're thick, thin, whatever, short, tall. They just like how it looks. They find it aesthetically pleasing. I do think that some of you guys don't show that much skin, and that really like entices them. The fact that you don't really, like I said, they like the fact that you kind of seem out of their league, out of their touch, out of their reach, but you're not. But they like feeling that way. Yeah, and they like conversing with you. They like the way your mind works. For some of you guys, you quite literally might be flexible, and that might turn them on. But for most of you guys, I do think that they like the fact that sometimes they're chasing you. I think mostly they're chasing you, but there are little times where they like to feel like you're chasing them a little bit, just a little bit. That's all I really have. I don't have like too much as far as looks go, and like what turns them on about your looks. And I think that's just mainly because everything about you turns them on, but especially when like you make them work for it. Pile number 3, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. If you liked videos like this, please subscribe. Maybe give me a like so I know that you like these kinds of videos. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 4. If you picked the green aventurine, this reading is for you. Thank you so much for joining me today on what does your person find most attractive. I should say what turns them on the most. So to start off, I get strong Scorpio energy. So they might be a Scorpio, you might be a Scorpio. Moon, Venus, rising, sun, all of it could be in Scorpio. If not, doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. But I usually don't talk about signs, and I just felt like letting you know that I do feel strong Scorpio vibe in this reading, in this pile. So to start off, let's get this out of the way. They love your hair. I think it doesn't matter what length it is, what color, but they really like your hair. That turns them on a lot. They probably like to touch it, or they want to touch it if they haven't already. They do think that like you're not afraid of change. your personality is very you're very creative. I think they see that as well, and like you being a creative type, them seeing you as creative or like a free spirit or like someone who like has like a spark of life in them really turns them on, really like makes them like want to be around you. They like the fact that you're like pretty objective and you're fair, and you don't really like, you're not a wishy-washy person. Even though you're like creative and fun, they still see the fact that you have like opinions and you have your own ideas, and you when I feel like when you guys converse, or from what they know about you or whatever the case is, they see that you're a person who stands in their opinions, and when they speak they mean what they say, and they find that so attractive that they can just like trust what you say is how you feel. And also that I think that you don't change your opinions just depending on who you're talking to. Like you don't try to fit in and be like someone who you're not. Like you are who you are, and like people still gravitate towards you. They really want to be around you because of that. They don't think you're fake. They also think you're very ambitious. So you guys, I feel like you guys might know them from work, and it might not be quite, you know, quite I don't know if there's been any physical contact between you guys yet. Let me know in the comments. But they do see you as like ambitious, and you're not afraid to take risks, and you're very, very goal oriented, and you're very about getting your career in check or whatever. Very ambitious. And that really, really turns them on. I think another thing that really turns them on is the fact that who you are really attracts people. You are kind of mysterious at times, even though you're like, you know, high spirited. And a lot of people also like take notice of you and kind of like watch you and like kind of see where your next move is. And your person really like likes that you are on everybody else's eye too, like that you're coveted by others, and that really, really turns them on. They like your hands. I don't know if you guys work with computers or like what type of work you do, but there's something about like that they see your hands on display a lot, and they really like your hands. Could be like someone who works in bank or finance. I don't know. It's different for everybody, but that's what I'm getting. They really like your energy. There's a strong sexual attraction. So I think that you just walking around, you like just walking by them kind of gets their juices flowing, their blood rushing to places. You just being yourself, just like there's not really much that you have to do or try. And you could literally just be walking by in front of them, in front of the TV. You can be walking around the office. You can be out walking around work. Whatever you're doing, it just gets them going. And they just take notice of you. And they're like, what I would do to them. So that's what I have for your pile. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. Maybe subscribe so I can know that you guys like these kinds of videos. And I'll do some more. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Bye, guys.